Many travelers believe that after exploring the entire world, one final destination still remains untouched, and that destination is Greenland. However, this frozen island is completely different from what its name might suggest. Green landscapes are rare here, while endless ice and snow dominate almost every horizon. Wildlife survives in extreme conditions where giant icebergs drift across the icy ocean. The enormous fjords and frozen mountains make Greenland feel like a distant planet. Today we will travel across this Arctic world to discover its landscapes, culture, and hidden wonders. Greenland holds the title of the largest island on Earth, yet it is not considered a continent. Many people call it the Antarctica of the North because of its endless ice and harsh climate. Unlike Antarctica, Greenland is an island surrounded by the Arctic Ocean rather than a frozen continent. Nearly 80% of Greenland lies inside the Arctic Circle, creating one of the harshest climates on Earth. Life in Greenland is concentrated along the western coast, where warmer ocean currents create slightly milder conditions. For centuries, this coastline has supported Inuit communities and early Norse explorers searching for survival in the Arctic. Today, nearly 90% of Greenland's population lives along this western edge of the island. Nuuk, the capital city, stands between the sea and towering mountains on Greenland's southwestern coast. Around one-third of the country's population lives in Nuuk, making it the largest city on the island. The city is surrounded by the ocean on three sides while rugged mountains rise behind it. Ocean winds soften the climate, making Nuuk warmer than many places at similar northern latitudes. During summer, temperatures remain cool, while winters are less severe than most Arctic settlements. Founded in the 18th century, Nuuk grew from a small trading post into Greenland's modern center. Today, the city serves as Greenland's political, cultural, and educational heart. Modern buildings, museums, schools, and hospitals stand alongside centuries of Inuit traditions. Brightly colored houses create a beautiful contrast against the snow-covered landscape during long winters. Just beyond the city lies Nuuk Fjord, one of the largest fjord systems in the world. Calm waters, floating icebergs, and towering mountains create an unforgettable Arctic landscape. Boat tour and fishing trips allow visitors to experience Greenland's untouched wilderness. The peaceful fjord offers a striking contrast to the busy life of the capital city. Because of surrounding mountains, Nuuk's airport historically handled only smaller aircraft. Many international travelers first arrive at Kangerlussuaq, Greenland's important transportation gateway. Originally built for military purposes, the settlement later became a center for Arctic travel and research. From here, travelers can reach point 660 and stand at the edge of Greenland's immense ice sheet. Endless white ice stretches toward the horizon, creating one of the most dramatic views in the Arctic. This enormous ice sheet influences global climate and stores a significant amount of the planet's frozen water. Nearby Russell Glacier offers visitors a close encounter with the raw power of the Arctic. About 150 kilometers north lies Ilulissat, one of Greenland's most famous Arctic towns. Located inside the Arctic Circle, the town is home to thousands of residents surrounded by ice and snow. Colorful houses stretch along the coastline, creating a vivid contrast against the frozen landscape. Ilulissat attracts visitors from around the world because of its extraordinary ice fjord. Hiking trails lead travelers toward breathtaking viewpoints overlooking glaciers and drifting icebergs. Massive walls of ice slowly move through the landscape, constantly reshaping the frozen environment. Snow-covered mountains, deep fjords, and towering icebergs create one of the Arctic's most spectacular scenes. The Ilulissat ice fjord contains enormous amounts of ice that have accumulated over countless centuries. Some icebergs rise more than 100 meters above the water while extending much deeper below. Many of these giant icebergs remain trapped inside the fjord for years before drifting toward the ocean. The movement of these ice giants creates an ever-changing landscape filled with motion and sound. Some scientists believe that famous icebergs from the North Atlantic may have originated in these waters. Unlike ordinary fjords, an ice fjord remains alive because glaciers continue feeding it with fresh ice. Every iceberg tells a story of ancient snow compressed over thousands of years. The Jakobshavn Glacier acts as the birthplace of countless icebergs entering the Arctic waters. It remains one of the fastest-moving glaciers in the Northern Hemisphere. Scientists closely monitor this glacier because of its important role in climate research. As the glacier slowly retreats, it provides valuable information about the changing Arctic environment. Eventually, many icebergs continue their journey into Disko Bay where they slowly begin to disappear. Some remain there for years, gradually shrinking as ocean waves and warmer waters erode the ice. Others continue southward into the North Atlantic before finally vanishing into the sea. Farther north lies Uamanak, a remote settlement dominated by a remarkable heart-shaped mountain. This isolated community has served as a center for hunting and fishing for generations. Surrounded by glaciers and drifting ice, the town experiences long winters and short Arctic summers. Bright houses standing against the icy landscape bring warmth and color to the frozen north. Southern Greenland offers a softer climate where melting snow allows patches of green land to appear each summer. Even with milder weather, steep mountains and deep fjords still limit large-scale development across the region. This region preserves an extraordinary history where Inuit traditions and Norse settlements once existed side by side. Ancient farming communities introduced livestock and agriculture into Greenland's challenging environment. Inuit families survived differently by depending on hunting, fishing, and deep knowledge of the Arctic landscape. The land still tells the story of two cultures that face the same environment in very different ways. Qaqortoq stands as the largest town in southern Greenland and serves as an important regional center. The town combines colorful neighborhoods with dramatic coastal scenery and a rich historical atmosphere. Nearby ruins reveal traces of medieval Norse communities that once lived in this remote Arctic land. These ancient structures provide a glimpse into the final years of Norse life in Greenland. Historians continue to debate why the Norse settlements eventually disappeared from the island. Climate shifts, limited resources, and isolation may have contributed to their disappearance. Modern art projects throughout the town transform stone surfaces into expressions of local culture. Carved figures and traditional symbols connect the present generation with Greenland's ancient heritage. Far from the towns lies Tassermiut Fjord, one of Greenland's most breathtaking natural landscapes. Towering cliffs rise directly from deep waters, creating scenery often compared to Patagonia and Norway. Glaciers shaped these dramatic valleys over thousands of years, carving the landscape into its present form. The fjord has become a favorite destination for hikers, kayakers, sailors, and nature photographers. One of the region's most famous landmarks is a towering granite peak, rising dramatically above the fjord. Its steep rock walls attract climbers seeking one of Greenland's greatest adventure challenges. Ancient granite formations reveal geological stories that stretch back millions of years. Reaching these remote landscapes often requires small boats or aircraft, adding to the spirit of exploration. In southern Greenland, history, nature, and survival blend together to create one of the Arctic's most fascinating regions. Perhaps Greenland is not a place to conquer, but a world to understand. If this frozen frontier ever became available, what price could truly measure its value? Until the next adventure, keep exploring the extraordinary.